All right, we're live. How is everybody on this Friday? Who all do we have in the house?
Everybody.
I see NSB is here. I got a notification that I'm live. I'm glad it told me. I wouldn't have known. J-Bo's here. Unfinished Project. Rapid Transit. Dawn English. We have Bad Tree Productions. Of course, these are just the folks who are here early. JB's Little Shop is here. I am really enjoying JB's sharpening videos, by the way. I enjoy his V6 stuff, but the sharpening videos are just neat and different.
Mm-hmm.
I like just something so soothing about watching a 200 and some tooth saw blade just sharpen. It could just put me to sleep on those machines. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we have Buzz Roadkill Customs. Glad you're here, man. Patrick, Mostly Old Parts and Rust, which ironically, his blue duster doesn't look like mostly old parts or rust, but that's okay. It works. Track and Travel with Rick, who we demystified just recently.
That's me.
That's right. All right. John Mounts, thanks for coming in. Tall Garage Ken, glad you're here, man. Sometimes we need Ken to be like the bouncer, right? Duddy's here. Glad you could make it. Glad you got enough Wi-Fi to make it from the outer reaches of the world there. Who else is in the house tonight? Captain Dew, good to see you. Robert, Dean Stevenson, LP94, John Trudell. All right. And I see a reference to Buck. I just don't see him because now they're coming in pretty quick. Smacky's here. Yeah, there's Buck. Dutch Guys, Dude Mopar, Bubba Ayers. Hey, Bubba Ayers, check it out. You got some overflow sticker parking. You're up on the wall. I got to redo the board here, and then we'll get you in a more proper permanent spot. How's that? Big Mike's Hoopty Barn. Wendy English, the boss. Bill is here. Mopar Den, good to see you, man. All right, Lunar Outlaw. Max Wedge, Dick Dastardly, Rich Rusnick is here. Heavens Mopars, by the way, that's Scott with an S. Colleen Tebow. All right. Well, cool. Glad you guys could make it. I've our special guest tonight. We have the Jerays, Rick and Ricky.
How's it going, guys?
Hey. In case you guys don't recognize them, you all know their car. They have the green duster, got that alien green, and they've been whittling away on the ET. I've been following that car for quite some time. But anyway, they're here, and we've been wanting to work on when we could get them on a live, and it worked out to have them tonight. They're 449 subscribers away, 450 to race in the No Name Nationals, and I think it would be super cool if we could get them to 500 tonight. Now, the catch would be easy, but the catch is a lot of you guys are probably already subscribed to Jeray Racing. However, if you're not, there's a link pinned up in the top, and check them out. I have a feeling they'll earn your sub. They earned mine.
Thank you. Yeah, we try our best. I must say that the from when we started, I think my first post was like May 2021. Compared to now, the video quality and editing has got probably 300 times better since then.
Yes.
I'm doing a good job, Ricky.
Yes, it's always just a journey of learning. You know, I tell people that worry about their videos, I say, hey, good videos have to follow bad videos. You can't start doing things as well as you will be doing.
Right.
And that's just the way it goes. But for the guys who like you guys who are willing to risk your egos and put in the work, and you always just make good content. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, I got to check the ego at the door and just do it. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Have a lot of fun.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
for sure.
Smacky's Garage is exactly right. The more videos you put out, the better you get.
Yeah, I'm learning more. I mean, I just throw an iMovie off my phone. It's something crazy, but I'm learning more and more as I use it to be able to make a little bit better videos every single time. A little bit different features. And
we put out a pretty bad video of our short today because we had the camera the wrong way, and then when it got cropped, but it was too late by the time we figured that out.
You know, it happens. You know, it happens.
Yeah.
Greg says the more videos, the more dollars. I don't know. Maybe from where you're sitting, I know that the more videos, the more we have to spend for stuff we want to do in our videos. Typically,
That too. It's a good thing I got. Just working on things, just keeping it running.
Yeah. Buzz says Batman and Robin, Sonny and Cher, Abbott and Costello are all cool, but I prefer the father and son duos. Invite a friend to check them out and subscribe. Indeed. You guys are the second father and son duo that we've had on this channel on a live. And I think that's really cool. I just think it's cool that we've got a second generation that's learning, and to pass it down, it's just so cool.
Yeah, my dad raced in the 50s and taught me a lot on cars, and so Ricky's actually the third generation to go down the track in a car.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And
excellent.
From the sounds of my daughters, especially my younger one, who's going to be 3 here soon, she loves the racetrack, wants to go see the race cars, wants to see our green race car, all about it. She just loves that stuff.
Now, we were talking a little bit earlier. A lot of people have seen the Green Duster, and some people don't necessarily think about life before YouTube. Obviously, there's a lot of life before YouTube, because you guys started on YouTube with the car, but what you did to get there had to go on long before YouTube. So why don't you, if you could, take us back to where that came from, and what led up to that car, why that car, why what you're doing that.
That's kind of interesting. So in the mid 90s, I was racing a half-ton Dodge. It was a 77, and that started out as mid 16 seconds, and we got to I think we went 14:58 at 97, and with a 360. And then a buddy of mine sold me his Dodge Murata, and it was really cool. Had an 8.75 in it, and I wanted to get it painted. And the guy who painted my car, he had this Duster. He said he wouldn't paint that Murata for me, but he'll give me the Duster if I pay him to paint it. And so he put the 8.75 in it and painted it in 97.
I believe you also did the disc brakes up front too.
Yeah, he did the disc brakes and put the K-frame in it and gave me a whole bunch of parts. And so the car was put together in 97 to 98. And I put the truck transmission in it. The way the transmission is now, that was built in the mid 90s. The way it shifts and everything, I haven't touched that other than maintenance. And I don't know how it still holds together, but it does.
It's a 727, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it came out of a half-ton truck. And so we put that car together with that 360, and it went 14 O's. And we ran it like that till 2001. And then I built a stroker motor and only went 13.0 with it. So we dropped a second off, but pretty slow. And essentially, we haven't changed anything. So over 3 years ago, you went to the track for the first time, Ricky.
Yeah, I took my Fiesta ST daily driver. I just wanted to see what it was like at the track. I remember going there when I was a lot younger. Like, I would try this myself. I went 3 different times that summer.
So he drugged me along once, and I got the bug back. Just racing the street car.
Yeah.
And he said he was going to race his Fiesta, and I said, well, it's dumb to race your street car, your daily, when we've got this car we've been storing forever.
Yeah, because the last time he ran it was 06 one time, and then pretty much stored from 06 to the winter of 2021. I think January, February, we started tearing it apart way late.
I wish we would have videoed that, because
we
had some moments. It was hilarious. And we pulled the motor out and we worked on it. And we changed the manifold. We didn't change the cam, so we just changed the manifold,
Headers,
and we changed the headers. Put TTIs on
and torque converter.
Put the 9.5-inch torque converter in it. I've got an 11-inch Pro Torque is what was in it, but it was too tight. So my 60 foots were like 2 O's. So we changed torque converter, and we thought, we're gonna run 12.0, and the best
we went 1263, but a good probably half of the year we were like 1280s. Towards the back half of the year we were like mid 1260s consistent, but spinning all the time. And
if we weren't spinning, we were changing number 5 spark plug. We had a dead cylinder, so we went 1267 on 7 cylinders, and so that's why we tore it apart last winter. And put a fresher cam in it, but it's not that much bigger. And
all 8 cylinders run.
Rings and bearings, yeah, and it's running. We haven't had to change the plug yet. And
so it's sorted out pretty good. You drug it out of the mothballs and had a pretty easy time getting it sorted out. It sounds like.
Yeah. Well, there's even a time where it wasn't even stored at your house. It was in a storage unit, just sitting for a couple of years.
But it's always been inside, so it's still in pretty good shape. And it's an Arizona car, so it's pretty solid. Crazy thing, it's hard to believe I've owned it more than half its life. As old as it is, I've had it more than half its life. It just still doesn't register. So
wow,
yeah,
you've had that long. I mean, I was going to say, so how old? I mean, I don't know what year you got it. I don't know how old Ricky is, but how much do you remember that car not being around? Has that car always been there?
Always, yeah, because 97. Well, I'm old. I graduated in 84, so I was out of college and working for 10 years probably before I got it. So, and I built it to drive it on the street and really just didn't use it the way I thought I would. So it's done more sitting than anything.
But it's a fixture in your family now.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, my girls love the car. They see in the green race car.
Oh, it makes me smile. I can tell you. I think I like the color a lot. I just really like the color and
video really well. Yeah.
What is that color, by the way?
That's Limelight. It's a factory Mopar Limelight.
Okay.
Sublime. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure because some people take a lot of liberty with colors and some use factory, but it looks good on there.
No, that's definitely factory, and it's just I don't know what you call it. There's no clear coat. It's just a base coat paint job and a lot of hardener. So there's a few chips in it, of course, but it's an old paint job and it still shines.
Yeah, there's some spots on it that never for some reason never show up on camera, but you get closer and start looking, it's like, well.
But it was never meant to be a show car. It's just supposed to look good at the track.
Okay, so. I think one of my favorite features is I'm watching the latest video you put up, and I don't know how you manage that glove box door to drop right at the 60 foot, but it does every pass.
Well, it's kind of weird because last year it did that at the beginning of the year. I thought we fixed it, and it never happened the rest of the year, and then it just started coming back this year. I think that was because when I was doing the wiring, I opened it up. So I ruined that seal. So it started opening back up again.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Well, that's your secret weight transfer. That's what that is. That's getting you, that 1/100th or 1/1000th or 1% weight transfer.
My old D150 used to do that too at the track. You do the burnout and then the door would pop open every time. Then lean over and slam it shut. I don't know why, because as soon as you take off, it would drop again.
My 70 Dart had a lot of wear in so on the A bodies, the older ones, the rear view mirror would come down from the ceiling on this big pedestal. In mine, that little ball was about worn out, and when you leave the line, the rear view mirror would just fold up every time. About 45 degrees back, you couldn't see it anymore. Stuff like that happens. It's a charming part of these cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Duddy's thinking like I am. We think that's like the secret weight transfer thing. Yes, Bud. Video bomb for the style points for the dog. I knew that was going to happen at some point. But which is good, though. Which is good.
Yeah.
We're all just hanging out. It's part of the community. The dog is part of the community. My dog is part of the community.
Yeah, I think I saw someone asking in the chat what stall the converter was. It's supposed to be like a 3500 stall, but it flashes like 44, 45 almost instantly. So
okay. So we leave right off idle, so the pinion snubber's not pushing on the floor pan.
About 15 to 1800 is where I get it.
So where is your program right now compared to wherever you want it to be? Do you have any goals coming up, or you want to change some things, or?
Just to get some consistency, and we've been fighting oil leaks, so to get the engine to quit leaking oil, and just to get Ricky comfortable and getting better lights. So we're going as quick. I'm really happy as quick as we're going.
Yeah.
So, and being a sportsman car, you can only go 1160, so there's not a lot more. And I don't want to run pro because I'd have to put a cage in it, and I just like it where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, it does look like a sweet car. So Captain Do is saying that Limelight and Sublime were available for 1970. Paint code is FJ5. Well, yeah, I wasn't sure about that. It looks good on the car, though. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that car was that ugly brown they painted him in 73. So
Okay.
anything looks better than that. That was pretty bad.
What does it weigh? Have you scaled it recently, I think?
Yeah.
It's 2960 without me in it. And
that's impressive.
And that's full of fuel, ready to race.
Yeah.
And then Ricky's skinny. That's why he's driving.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Raker says hello.
Raker in the house.
Hey. So yeah, we're 47.5 or 48% rear bias, I think.
Yeah, we removed about 110 pounds over the winter, just taking off random things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious. So have you even got? I'm assuming you've taken out like some of the maybe the big crash bars and the doors, maybe.
No, we didn't touch the doors
in there. What about the bumper brackets? Because there's a lot of heavy bumper bracketry on the 73.
Yeah, in the front there's about 25 pounds of bumper brackets that came out, and then there's a little stiffener for the fender, so the fenders vibrate. It kind of looks cool. I like it. So they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me a bit when you have that vibration and stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen race cars come down through the staging lanes. They'll be running, and they'll coast, and we'll shut them off and coast through the staging lanes about the last 50 feet. And you can hear everything in those cars rattling once they turn the engine off.
Yeah.
And it doesn't bother them when it's running.
Yeah, ours rattles pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. I got a video coming out tomorrow, but I start up the car from a cold start and just everything just rattling and banging and just it sounds terrible inside the cabin.
We need the felt for the windows, so the windows just rattle. I don't have those pieces, and I can't find it. And the weather stripping for the doors were missing, and I can't seem to find it because for some reason the 73 is different than the 72, and maybe I should just buy 72 stuff.
I believe 72 still had the vent window. I think no, it didn't actually. No, I don't know what's different.
Something's different because they got everything up to 72, and I can't find the door weather strip, so I don't have it. And I kind of gave up looking, but if somebody knows, I'll certainly get it to quiet it down.
Yeah, any of you guys that have a lead on the right weather stripping for them, let them know. By the way, it looks like we're 49 subscribers to go. So if any of you guys who are not subscribed to Jeray Racing, make sure to check out their channel and see if they earn your sub. They earned mine. It's a cool build, cool people, good channel to follow. I enjoy it. I've been enjoying your channel long before the No Name Nationals. I was subscribed to them long before the No Name 500.
Thank you.
My mom's in the house. That's cool. These guys are not only green duster, they're green, planting trees to offset the carbon footprint, keeping everyone happy. Indeed, I saw that. I thought that was pretty cool.
I was just glad to have them help me plant the trees. So thought, hey, let's make a quick video.
There was only a couple of them, and I think you came up with the idea, and I was like, yeah, that'd be kind of funny. And then just roasting burnout afterwards.
But
Dean is saying I'm well behaved today. Well, thank you, Dean. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Duster Owners Unite. Indeed.
Yeah.
I should be in that group because a dart sport, most people call it a duster anyway. All the non-Mopar people call that a duster. We have Ed's Machine in here. By the way, so for those of you in the chat, Ed's Machine, we're going to try to have him on an upcoming live. So be on the lookout for that. And I'll go ahead and mention it because we do kind of have some, some different shifts come in over the course of the live. For those of you just joining us, we've got Rick and Ricky Jeray. They are 49 subscribers away from 500. So 48. 48. If you are not yet subscribed to Jeray Racing, there's a link pinned. Check out their channel. I've been following their build for much longer than the No Name 500 and enjoying it. And I think you guys probably will too. So also, for those of you just getting here, upcoming lives, we've got some more good stuff. So we've got the Jerry's on tonight. This is your opportunity to ask them many questions about that green duster and whatever else they got going on. You got them pinned. They're held hostage for a few minutes here. This is your chance, right? But we've got other guests coming up, so always make sure to keep coming back. And let's see, what do we got going on in here?
Got a couple
Greg
of
McDonald. Greg McDonald says my 68 is square duster. No. No, a duster has to have a 108-inch wheelbase. Right. If you got the older Valiant, it's not a duster. A duster is a whole different thing. There's a lot change between the dart style and the duster style. Andrew Nelson's asking a question: what size is that stroke, or what heads are on? Why don't you give these guys a rundown of what you've done for your engine?
Okay, that's a 408. It's a Mopar kit with cast crank, Edelbrock heads. I bought them from Indy Cylinder Head, ported already, and I just bolted them on. And last year we did a video changing the valve springs on the engine. They were shot after all the years. So the Mopar stroker kit came with diamond pistons. They're forged. A little bit of a dish. I think the compression's about 10 1/4 to 1. So it's bored a little over 30 over. The machinist measured the piston and machined in the clearance. It was balanced in Cedar Rapids at, who was that? I don't think they're in business anymore. In any case, it was balanced. And we had a 484 Mopar cam in it. Now we have a Isky. It's a 505 lift with 243 degree at 50. So it's not a lot of cam.
355 gears, 26-inch tall tire.
Which really surprises me. I did not realize these guys were running a 355, a gear you can drive on the highway and take a road trip with.
Yeah, we're running 11s, letting it shift itself at 5,500.
I can't believe it.
The engine doesn't see over 6,000 on a pass.
Well, when it went 112, about 6,100.
Yeah, but most of the time when we're running about 12 O's,
yeah,
it's only about 58, 59 across the line. Really not turning any RPM.
We got
and it's a Pro torque converter.
And manifolds, Edelbrock air gap. We had a Torquer 340 on it before, and I'd almost, if I wasn't too lazy, I'd do a back-to-back because I don't know if that was hurting us or not, but we changed manifolds. And it's a Demon 850 double pumper and electric pump. We put the transmission cooler in the rear under the fuel tank, fuel cell in the trunk, super stock springs and a pinion snubber. And we have not tied the subframes yet.
Still got to do that. Blake keeps telling us to do that, and
he's not wrong. We need to do it, but I don't know when that's happening.
If you tie the frames, the glove box door quits flipping open, you'll know it's doing something.
Probably quit twisting the car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly Old Parts and Rust is asking about your converter. Tell us about the torque converter.
So it's a 9.5-inch Pro Torque off-the-shelf converter. They have 3 different stalls. I just bought the most stalls, so they call it their 3500, and it flashes about 4400 off the line, and it's been really good. And my converter before, I had 11-inch Pro Torque, and it only stalled about 2200 with this combination.
Yeah, so yeah, you're about a 2-second 60 foot, and then last year, after we got tires and the drag shocks up front, we were consistent high 160s. Yeah. Now we're about low 160s.
The drag shocks were worth about 1500s.
Yeah.
60 foot. that really helped.
For as much as they cost, it was completely worth it.
Yeah, that's helped us a lot.
What so you guys had this car a long time, which always it's interesting to ask about things that maybe worked at one time and things that have evolved and you've changed. What kind of tires are you running on the rear right now?
They're Hoosier. I think they're called DR2s. So drag radials. Like they look like a slick, but they got like little dimples in them.
And they're DOT.
Yeah, they're DOT rated. Last year, if you watch a lot of our videos from last year, we're spinning almost every other pass, I swear.
We ran the Nittos.
Yeah, Nitto NT 555 R2s.
But before that, I had the BF Goodrich drag radials, and with the tight converter, it hooked all the time. And we took it to the track with the fresh engine 2 years ago with those tires. And on the way home from the track, we stopped at tire shop and ordered tires. It was that bad. We didn't make it home from the track.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, it needed it.
I wanted to make sure we had them for the next weekend. And then the Nittos worked pretty good, and then they fell off. And
Yeah,
I don't know, we were chasing it around and around and chasing shocks. And I borrowed some stock car scales. And a buddy of mine loaned me. We had those scales probably 6 months.
yeah.
And I need my own set. Those are a lot of fun. You can make a lot of content with scales.
I would mess with those things all the time if I had them.
We made some videos just weighing random stuff. I mean,
I don't think we published all of them either, but yeah, it was.
yeah, it was fun.
J-Bo's saying subframe connectors are good for a 10th. I can see that.
Yeah.
Captain Do says if there's a dog and cat fight, he's betting on the cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Daddy's Money Garage. I'm assuming that's Austin. Guess you're the one that posts under that channel. He says he subbed, which is cool.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, I saw my mom in the chat a little bit ago. I don't know if she's still in there or not, but
for those of you just joining us, Jeray Racing is 47 subscribers away from 500, so we're close.
Nice.
And you're at 453.
Nice.
wow.
DRC's asking if the car is a 727.
Yes,
indeed.
727.
Yes. Yeah, it's got a Transgo Stage 2 shift kit, and the governor was modified to shift any gear, any speed, so you can drop it into low at any speed, and then it shifts on its own right about 5,500. So,
Don't you like it when it does what it's supposed to do? You haven't had to play with the governor or anything, right?
I've never touched it, and I want to fool with it to get a little more RPM, but on the other hand, it works mostly, so I'm leaving it alone.
Yeah, if we touched it, it'd probably be shift inconsistent and not be any good.
Yeah.
Man, of all the time, usually John Copa's in here on Friday, and he's missing it. We're talking about governors. He would love this.
So I had a really weird problem with what parked the car for the longest time. It would blow transmission oil out the rear seal under full throttle. And I changed the seal multiple times and I couldn't figure it out. And we just figured it out. Well, when we took the car apart to change the converter
Last year.
2 years ago.
Yeah, before we even started racing.
So it would have been a good video, but we weren't doing videos then. I was convinced it was the bushing because I lost a U-joint at the track once. And it wasn't the bushing, but what I found, we took the pan off and I said, what is all this green stuff in there? And it was a speedometer gear incorrectly installed.
Oh,
My
wow.
fault. And it was all that green stuff was in the filter and everything, but it all shot to the back of the tail shaft. And then there was a big burr where the oil drain back is. And it was partially plugged with the burr and partially plugged with this green plastic. And under full throttle, there was no place for the oil to go. And so it would go out the tail shaft. So we were very careful to put the gear back together. I got a grinder and we ground and filed the return hole, and we don't have any problem with it. But that was a weird problem that nobody could help me with. Just blowing
It's
oil out.
unusual.
Yeah, only a full
Yeah, I've not
throttle.
seen it.
Yeah, and that was just a combination of, incorrect install of a gear and a big burr in the tail shaft. Crazy, but we figured it out, and I'm pretty happy.
Andrew Nelson's asking what projects you have coming in the future. So obviously, you guys have, like everybody else, 125 days to be ready for the No Name Nationals, and you're racing a lot locally, trying to get your laps in before time. But what
Right.
do you guys have on deck? What do you have for the rest of this season and beyond?
So we've got Ricky's shit show.
The Taurus.
The Taurus that we've been fighting and working on, and I think the engine has to come apart again.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So I'm getting a headache thinking about it. But so there's that.
Well, we keep running and driving it right now, but the problem's probably going to keep getting worse, and it just is what it is.
I've got my dad's Saturn that I want to work on. I just haven't any time, and it's got some frame rot in the back, but it was my dad's car. I'm going to keep it. So regardless, I'm fixing it.
Yeah.
And
with that Saturn, we got the stuff to do a manual transmission swap. That's why we started making videos on the Saturn. Then, like you said, we ran into frame rot, and then
it's not bad. It's just some.
Right, and then seeing some swaps people doing to them. That just stuff on the back burner to think about.
Yeah, so we're eventually gonna do some there, and then right now I'm in between cars, so I'm daily driving a 70 GMC 3/4 ton, 354 barrel, 4-speed, manual brakes, manual steer. It's a job, and we're gonna do some videos with that. But it's a pretty cool old truck. That was it's my wife's truck that her dad ordered new back in 1969, and it's been in the family. So that's the one you see in the background. I throw a battery in it, and I'm driving it to work every day.
I mean, yeah, it runs and drives, but yeah, it does need some work. There's a little bit of rust here and there, and yeah, it's a good running truck.
It's going to hit 80,000 miles pretty soon.
And then I mentioned before my Ford Fiesta daily driver. I made a video on the turbo kit that I got for that. Not going to make a ton of power, right around 300 horse out of a 2,800 pound car. So it's more of a fun, pretty decently quick daily driver that can still get about 30 miles a gallon. So,
yeah.
But I don't know. We were discussing before if something ever happened, probably just since I have my Taurus show, turn that into the race car, gut it.
So
do the turbo and everything.
Even if we blew up the Duster, we're bringing something.
Something's going.
That won't be horribly slow, anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the good news is you got a lot of help there. So even if you blew it up, somebody is probably going to bring a blown up car to the event and fix it on the spot. I can see that happening there. Somebody's going to win the best pit thrash award. It's just going to happen.
Yeah. So yeah, with no end of projects, so it's kind of hard to. We've been fighting like I said, the oil leak on the Duster, and we've had the pan off multiple times, and then it was the we'll know tomorrow what it was, but I'm pretty sure it was the fuel pump block off plate that I put the gasket on 20 years ago or whatever, and we didn't touch it this last time, and it bit me.
Yeah, we didn't touch it because it wasn't leaking.
Well, it was leaking.
Every time the dog comes to the top of the couch, we're going to check the subscriber count. You're 45 away.
Nice.
Wow. 45 away. It's getting close now. You can see it. You're at 455.
Like I said,
he says manual equipped vehicle like the steering and transmission is a gym on wheels.
It is. I'm going to be,
There's some truth to that.
Local gym. Yeah.
So the pup is a star.
Was that?
The pup is a star.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's part of the show.
Yeah, trying to maneuver a manual steer 3/4 ton truck in a parking lot's a real treat, but just gotta take your time.
Especially the dump truck transmission.
They got the SM 465. Yeah, just don't be in a hurry with that.
I learned to drive on manual steering, manual transmission, and you appreciate it when you don't have that cushion.
Yeah.
Yeah, Travis has a good point here. It goes quick after 500. He's at 760 now. I think it's because you quit watching that. And you have an audience, and you quit worrying about it, and then, look at that. I had 50 more than last time I looked.
Yeah, I probably checked 3 or 4 times every day, and then he checks and texts me the new number.
We see who can find the number first and text it. So if you look at our text strings back and forth,
it's just
ridiculous.
a bunch of numbers.
Yeah.
456, 44 more subscribers. And the Jerrys are officially in, and they can stop worrying about their subscribers and just the event.
Yeah.
Andrew Nelson asks, do you run crankcase evac?
No.
Windage and crank pressure managed.
We should, and you're not wrong. It's last year we were blowing. Well, I had my rings gapped a lot wider on the original setup, and we were super rich. And I don't know if that cylinder was dead or what it was, but in any case, we were blowing the dipstick out. Not every run, but often. And so I wanted to do something different to manage it. And right now everything's okay, but I'm still looking into that. And yeah, we have a windage tray, and I measured the oil in the pan, how much oil you can get to the bottom of the windage tray. And so we're 6 quarts with that filter, even though it's like an 8-quart pan. And we're actually running quicker since we put less oil on it. So that's real.
That'll do it. Introduce the dog, Luna's asking.
Oh, that's my sister. The dog is Sky, and it'll be 2 this coming fall, so still a puppy.
Lots of energy.
Lots of energy.
What kind of dog is this?
Mostly Australian Shepherd, but a mix of a bunch of things, like every other dog.
Cool. Unfinished Projects asking, what was the cause of that dead cylinder?
Well, there was some scuffing. I don't really know. We were super rich, and I don't know, because I was so concentrating on fixing the traction problem, then I figured I'll tune it up later. Well, when we took it apart, if you look at my piston video of cleaning it, they were super rich, and I think maybe the rings were just stuck. There was a little bit of scuffing, and I just gave it a light hone, and now it's fine. We re-ringed it, and I thought it was the valve springs, because the valve springs were shot. If you see that video, there were some really short valve springs in that thing, but it didn't really run better with new springs. So
I think it got a little more consistent, but it got faster.
It didn't go any faster. And then the cam had a few lobes that were worn, but the number 5, there was a number 5 cylinder. Those lobes were fine. So I just think we had maybe sticking rings, which I don't know, but there was so much grit in the rings and the pistons when we took it apart. But we get 3 runs. I'd change the plug every 3 runs.
It was bad.
Yeah. Just Mopar Joe's in the house. He says, how are my favorite pair of Ricks?
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Hey.
You can make it.
Yeah, Joe's got some good stuff going on over there, as always, on his channel.
I
think most people here know Joe.
I'm pretty excited for his 400 turbo build. That thing is going to be sweet.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. That's going to be real interesting.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, because I don't know what they would run depending on the car, but it's going to make some power. And even if you have more built internals, the power is probably almost endless with that turbo size.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting and different. I'm looking
forward to it. It'll be a learning curve for you.
Smikey's asking, is it vacuum advance or all mechanical on your duster?
It's vacuum. It's a Mopar performance distributor. So we run 10 degrees initial, and I don't know, somewhere around, it's 35 all in.
35 to
35. It's 35 degrees all in at 10 initial. So it was curved by Mopar, and I just dropped it in, and it works. And it's one of the few things I don't mess with. I check it and leave it. It's got a vacuum advance, and it's mechanical, and so
44 subscribers to go. Actually, that looks like an old count. Buzz is telling me 459. Buzz is right.
Nice.
Wow.
You guys only need 41.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, then also over the past winter, we talked about going to a electric fan. Well,
oh yeah, we learned something on that.
A couple weeks ago, we went to Cedar Falls, test and tune, and we ran like a 1206.
was 1206.
Yeah, and then we went 12:05.4.
So he goes, we ran 1206. I'm like, you know what? It was cold that day. I said, we're going to pull the fan off and we're going to pick up a 10th just from horsepower, right? Figured we would. So we pulled the fan off and it went 1205. It picked up 100th with no fan from a clutch fan. So it proved to me, save the complexity and leave the clutch fan on it.
Yeah.
Andrew Nelson's saying go all mechanical. I'm guessing, Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong, you're talking about your advance in the distributor, right? He says you'll pick up a lot in the 60. And by the way, Turlow's Garage is in the house. Glad you're here, man. And 2 hacks sneaked in here, which I saw. He was floating around. We have quite a community. These guys talk to each other more in the comments than they're talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy chatting in the comments with everybody in the lives and the things we do. And
yeah, I don't know if how many people are here were said it before, but in these lives that a lot of you guys go to, Track and Travel with Rick is him.
Yeah,
he's the extension of Jeray Racing, some of the back, the behind the scenes kind of stuff, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are now at 40 subscribers to go.
Wow.
Man, they're climbing
really
fast.
appreciate it. Yeah.
So for those of you just joining us, Rick and Ricky Jeray are our guests tonight. And usually I try to get the No Name 500 guys on a live when we were about 475, 80-ish, somewhere in there. It just worked out good for them to be on tonight, but they were at 440 something?
446 when you invited us, or 445.
Something like that. And they're sitting at 460 right now. So if you by chance are not subscribed to Jeray Racing, go check them out. There's a link pinned at the top. And see if they earn your sub. They earned mine. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching their Duster project. I've watched them get that car all the way into the 11s. It's a solid 11-second car now, and it's a lot of fun. Really enjoying that build. 113 Cycles in the house. Hey, 113, check it out. So you're on my sticker. You're kind of on the overflow now over here. See, I got this board full, but you're up there now, you and Bubba. So I'm gonna do something a little more permanent. Dizzy Izzy says, A-body Mopars, the hidden threat. Absolutely agree.
It's kind of funny you say that, because it's like the start of last year, even more this year. It's like they're at the track. There's a lot more of them. Like they're coming out of the woodworks everywhere.
You're just noticing them, yeah.
Like at the track last time we went, there was probably like 4 or 5 Dusters there, and a couple other. I think there was a Demon and a few other A bodies.
Now here's a neat tech tip from Unfinished Project. He's saying that you can get the stick-on Velcro and trim it, the fuzzy part. You know what? That's a great idea. I can see that.
Plenty of that.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that.
That is a good idea.
That's a great idea. He's good for stuff like that. I'm telling you, he comes up with these things out of nowhere. It's pretty cool.
He's all about the tech tips. He loves that stuff.
And by the way, we are now at 39 subscribers.
Wow.
We're really cooking now. Now we're cooking.
Yeah,
So,
share it out.
The Jerays need 39 more. And they're going to get it no matter what. We know that, but it'd be fun to get it all here when we're all together, right?
Oh, yeah.
The only problem is that you guys have already recognized what a cool channel is, so most of you are already subscribed. But in case you're not, or you have friends who have yet to see, then, send them over the link and let's help these guys out. They really deserve it. That's the thing that comes to my mind is you guys deserve it. You've worked for everything you have with your channel and that car, and I think it's cool.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. A lot of fun with this.
Yeah, well, originally, we mostly started. I think it was like May 1st of last year was our very first test and tune at the car since we rebuilt it, and I just posted up a video because I just thought it'd be fun just to show family or whatever, and say, hey, go look at it. And then it turned into seeing other people's channels and see how they do it, and like, yeah, that'll be fun. I mean, what are we going to get out of not doing it? I mean, And it's actually came back to help us with some things, having videos posted. Because then we go back. We were working on something, and we're like, oh, let's go back to the video and see what we did there because we completely forgot. And
so, yeah, it's been helpful.
Isn't it fun though getting to share your projects with people all over the world?
Yeah.
Like I don't know how many people in this town have any idea that I do YouTube. I mean, my neighbors know that I got all kinds of cool old stuff that I work on and have cameras on, and I'm talking to myself in the backyard and stuff. Right? My neighbors know that, but like in general, not really.
Favorite year of Duster?
I like, was it the 71 with this? I can't remember. It was the first year of this body style, the 70 or 71. I don't remember anymore, but I had one and had those tail lights with the long slits.
Yeah.
And I like that. And unfortunately, that was a slant 6 car. I had a Offenhauser 4-barrel on it, and it wasn't fast or anything, but it was a fun car.
73 340. I don't know what that goes with, but it's interesting. I have a 73 340. And so your Duster originally was brown. What was the car like originally? Where did it come from?
It was Arizona car, brown slant 6 car, and I found a ID in the car. So Mesa, Arizona High School kids was driving it, and looking at the suspension underneath and everything that's busted up on it, I believe it. So yeah, it was just a brown slant 6 car, drums all the way around, and so we put 10-inch drums in the back and disc on the front, and the rear shock mounts were blowed out. So because they put air shocks on it, that tears them out. So we've got to fix that.
Yeah, there's a big piece of angle iron welded in the back.
Previous owner put angle iron in and blew some holes through, and it turns out 85 Mustang shocks are what fit the right length and everything.
Huh.
So luckily I can get drag shocks in 85 Mustang, and that's what's on the back of it. And that's my goal, is to fix that. I want to fix the rear suspension properly. And then we've noticed in the front, around the control arms and stuff, it's somebody hacked it up as well. So it's a bit of a mess, but yeah, it was a high schooler kid's car before.
So I'm curious, how many RPM are you coming through the traps?
When we're running 109, 110-ish, 108 to 110, it's only about 5,900.
And
that's in the quarter.
6,100 when you're going 112.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you guys going to get some lower gears for running the 8th mile?
Most likely.
So what are you running in the 8th?
It's, I think 7.5s, low 7.5s.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to be flying.
we got a lot of improvement we can make there for sure.
We got 456 gears too.
Oh wow!
And a 489 case that we could put in beforehand, but we just got to do some testing.
A whole different car.
Yeah.
Thank you, J-Bo. I appreciate that. But what makes the lives are the guests.
Yeah.
We need to get J-Bo back on a live pretty soon. They were on a live last year. We need to make that happen again. If you guys want to see J-Bo come back on a live sometime this year, let me know. Because who wouldn't? Ari says 10% of his audience is female. That's about 9% more than me.
Dang.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess I've never really looked, but that's cool.
Brian Beeler. I tell you what, I enjoy Brian's premieres that he does. He does like a slideshow of stuff that he finds on Facebook Marketplace and for sale. And I don't know why. It's just interesting. It isn't what I think I would enjoy, yet I'll start watching it and I just, oh man, that's cool. I just enjoy it. It's like a slideshow. I really like it. I don't know why I find his channel soothing, but I do. I don't know what that means, Blake, but yeah, I'd like to have J-Bo back on. That'd be fun. You corralled him on a live here last year. That was a blast. Love to have you guys back on. And this time get Jeremy. Jeremy couldn't make it last year.
Oh, those guys are great to hang out with.
They're right. Yeah.
Max Wedge, Dick Dastardly says that his dad ran 557 gears in the 8th. I have a set of 557s for an 8 3/4. That could get interesting.
A lot of gear.
That is a lot of gear.
Shop Cats in the house. Glad you could make it. For those of you who are just now getting in here, because we have about 20-minute shift overlaps on most lives, Jeray Racing is at 461 subscribers. They are only 39 away from punching their ticket to the No Name Nationals.
Oh, man.
If by chance you are not already subscribed to Jeray Racing, we got a link pinned at the top. Go check them out, and I think that they have a good chance earning your sub. They certainly earned mine. And cool content. If you don't recognize these guys, you all know the lime green Duster. That's their car. Because there are some people who are recognized for their cars. Like, oh, right. That's yours? Yes, that's theirs.
Yeah, we're actually going racing tomorrow at Tri-State Raceway.
Yep.
Another points day. Supposed to be a good day, though. I think
it should
set
be.
high 70s.
Now, what's the farthest you've traveled to race?
Those are the only two places we race. So where are we going, Ricky?
What is it? It's in Missouri, or not Missouri, Illinois, Madison, Illinois.
We're going there for it's a Mopar event, right?
Yeah, it's a Mopar.
So we're gonna travel in.
I think
Ricky keeps the schedule. I just whatever we'll go.
Right. I think it's June, or maybe no, it's July 8th and 9th or something. It's a big Mopar event, but it's like a 5-hour drive for us. And I think Sykeston's about a 6-hour drive.
A little over.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be quite a field trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll check it out, and it's kind of why we got the motorhome to travel a little bit and meet people and make it easier to race in the heat and the wind and the cold and everything. So.
I'll make sure to mention to people in the comments. And by the way, Outfits Garage, you were at 247 this morning. And I told you way back there when you got to 250, we'd get you on a live and wrote your channel and help you start off that second half, because the second 250 come a lot better than the first 250. So let's talk about it. We need to do that. For those of you who don't realize it, Thursday the gates open at noon, but that is a work day at Sykeston. And several of us are going to be working. We're going to be getting signs up and all kinds of stuff ready and prepared to do things Friday morning for the event. However, at the end of the day, sometime in the early evening, we're all going to go over to Lambert's restaurant, a bunch of us. And so that's, if you want to call it a banquet, you can. So, feel free to come join us all, and maybe you can come break bread with the Jerays and me and Dallas and the Bad Tree guys and NSB and all of these guys who are going to be there on Thursday, the long haulers coming in.
Yeah,
all right.
I said we were talking about before, we were probably planning on rolling in that Thursday around noon and setting up our camper and whatnot, and helping you guys set up.
Pitch in, yeah.
Want to work side by side with us and see how difficult that is. You guys should come out.
38 to go. 38 to go.
Oh, for 62.
Yeah, Brian Beeler says that his channel has taken off since 5. Yes, it has. Now that you say that, it really has. Seems like that's kind of the number where that audience really gets cemented and loyal, and you really have a good core that you depend on, and they build the others quickly after that.
Yeah.
Like you'll get to 1,000. I mean, you'll seem like no time going from 500 to 1,000.
Yeah.
It seems like every day is a challenge getting to 500. It will not be that way going to 1,000.
Cool. I feel like we're getting our rhythm, getting a decent rhythm of how we do our videos and how when we post them, trying to be very consistent there. But
yeah, well, I feel like there's for some reason, I don't remember what happened, but I only posted one video in a week instead of 2, like I have been for the past couple months. And I feel like YouTube almost punished us for that, because like it hardly got any views and we didn't pick up like any subs for like 10 or 11 days.
Yeah. So now it's like always.
But now it's like you got to put something out there, otherwise YouTube will punish you.
But we want to be careful not to put junk out, of course.
Yeah.
So
They're doing quality content. I can tell you that. So right now you're at 463, which puts you in second place in the No Name 500. You're now actually 2 subscribers ahead of Bubba Ayers, and you are about 12 behind 113 Cycles. Can we get him in first place tonight? Let's see. I mean, I know we're fishing a fished out hole with a lot of our regulars here, but that said, there's always a lot that's a surprise. Like Shopcat said that he was subscribed and YouTube had unsubbed him. I've seen a lot of that. YouTube bumping subscriptions. I know it's happened to me before. And yes, there is a link at the top, so you can check these guys out. I got it pinned at the top. Smacky says he's gone from 500 to 899 in 5 months.
Wow.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
That's
Big
crazy.
Richard, I see you now rolling in here. Big Richard, if you're not subscribed to Jeray Racing, there's a link at the top. Check these guys out. And if you're not subscribed to Big Richard's World, that's a fun channel too. Big Richard's World's got a lot of neat things going on over there, and I have a feeling he's going to really turn it up here over the stretch of the summer. He bought a Roadrunner.
Oh, nice.
He and Ruben went and picked it up. Ruben from Muscle City Madness.
Yep.
He's got a really quick-looking Duster. I'm anxious to see him doing some stuff with that. So Richard's got all kinds of cool things he's going to be digging into. Looking forward to that. So Team Jeray here needs they need 476 to get into first place in the No Name 500. Of course, they need 500 to punch their ticket. But and that's what we want to get them. That's the goal. But can they finish the live in first place? I think it's entirely possible.
I think I saw another comment asking what we got for suspension. Got super stock springs and pinion snubber, which we run about a half inch below the body.
Yep.
And competition engineering drag shocks. I think what 90-10
Yep.
in the front and 70
50-50 in the back.
Yeah, 50-50 in the rear.
And slant 6 torsion bars, no sway bar.
So you're running slant 6 torsion bars right now?
Yep, because that's what the car came with. Yep.
Okay, what size are they? So there was a couple. I know that I have the bigger bar. There's like 2 sizes of 6 bars, I think, and they work great.
I've never measured, but now I think I will.
Yeah.
One of those
I
things
actually take a caliper to swap meets because that's the kind of thing, if you find them cheap. A lot of people don't know what they have. The B body slant 6 bars are hard to find. The A bodies aren't too bad to find yet. I see Dust Devil Garage is in the house. How you doing, Brian?
Hey.
Your clock is here, 125.
Yeah.
I named that orange countdown clock after Brian from Dust Devil Garage, by the way.
Huh.
That's Brinker's countdown right there.
Cool.
Buck does it. Glad you're in here, man.
Looks like
Buck does it is surging pretty good too. He's put together some subs pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm subbed to him. He's got some good stuff on there.
Yeah, he's doing well.
You got Bigfoots and Mopars in here.
Yep.
Hey, Bigfoot.
The Family Garage. I didn't see you guys sneak in. They got a cool project. I think. Are you guys still waiting on head bolts? You got to be on Power Tour and you're waiting for your head bolts to get here or something like that? That's got to be tough.
Yeah, those guys do some good
I
stuff.
hope you get what you need.
Yeah, some sweet cars over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm looking forward
Thanks
to
for
meeting
the
them.
compliment.
Looking forward to meeting them. They got some cool hardware. Seem like really cool people.
Yeah.
We've he got okay, cool. He got them today, assembling now. Right on. I'm glad you did, because that can be a debacle with the shipping problems and all that we're all having right now.
Oh yeah. It's
I'm really glad.
Can't get anything.
Yeah.
Glad you got them. Looking forward to seeing the videos of that. That's a beautiful Super Bee they have, by the way. Not saying that was that Camaro or Firebird. They got a GM, but the Super Bee, of course, really caught my eyes. A Mopar guy, 70. Beautiful car.
Yeah.
Buzz is saying you guys are 465. We're just 35 subs away.
Nice.
Man, that's
35
coming down real
away.
fast.
It's just 35 away.
Just 35.
Yeah.
You could put a cardboard sign on your neck and go panhandle in front of Walmart for 30 minutes
Yeah.
and get that if you had to. And really, I'm not kidding. So you guys who are close at all, let's say that you need 50 subscribers on the day of the event. Man, seriously, come bring your sign at the gate at the event and ask the spectators, hey man, are you subscribed to me? Do it.
Even making a video title of panhandling for subs in front of, the no name or something. That video alone will.
I don't know why nobody's done that. I've thought of that. I said surely out of 39 guys in the No Name 500, I cannot believe I have not seen a video of one of them doing that. I cannot believe it.
Well, I copyright that video idea, so
I'm telling you, I've thought that, and I thought, they can. It'd be a great video anyway.
Yeah.
So, how many cars are you expecting now at this point? I know
we have a bunch. So we've been registering by channel, and a lot of the channels are bringing more than one.
Sure. How many channels do you think then?
I don't know how many total because and the thing is, I don't want to give a number that winds up being misleading.
Sure.
So we have a pile of channels registered. Okay.
Yeah.
And then these are just the ones that are registered. In addition to this, we have tons of them who've made announcement videos, call outs, everything, and just haven't registered yet.
Oh, sure.
It's like if a bill is due on this day of the month, yeah, you're going to pay it. You're just going to wait till that day, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that going on too. That's why I'm hesitant to release a number, but I expect the place is going to be packed.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
in fact, we would have all the paved parking completely packed and then some, just with who's registered right now, even if they only brought one car apiece. And a lot of these guys have brought more than one car, and there's a whole bunch of channels that I know are coming, have declared videos, everything. They just haven't registered yet.
Mm.
So it would be hard to give any kind of accurate number. But what I would say is look out there. I mean, just the numbers that we do make public because we want to support them with the No Name 500 guys. There's 39 guys right now just in the No Name 500 who still need subs, and those guys are still adding every day. We're still getting new people register for the No Name 500 at the same rate they're graduating from it.
Nice.
In addition to channels that are already established and have their subs registering. So it's a big crowd, and it's getting bigger pretty much daily.
Kind of curious how big the burnout competition is going to be. I'm not interested in doing one of those myself, but I think the idea of it's interesting seeing everybody line up just to rip it.
I'm curious to see how that's going to happen. I know there's a few ringers that want to come out and want to burn the house down doing the burnout contest, and more power to them. But yeah, we're going to have a great theater for you guys to put on a show in the burnout competition. Brian Beeler wants to bring the 64 Cyclone. Sounds good to me. I mean, I love those cars. I see Shop 209's in the house. He sneaked by. Yep, there's John from Shop 209. Glad you could make it, man. Always good to see you. So, Shop 209, how are your projects coming? I know he had a full slate with possibly Power Tour and Race Week coming up before the No Name Nationals. I mean, he's really trying to swing for the fences on everything.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, that's one thing. I guess you're talking about future stuff earlier. Yeah, doing like a drag and drive.
Yeah, we'd really love to do that, but
that's going to take a lot more. I don't know about reliability in the car. I think Dust's reliable enough, but enough to go that many miles. A lot of work,
it seems.
Yeah, a lot of work to get to that point. Going to the strip every weekend, that it's good for that, but it needs a bunch of extra to go the extra distance.
It would not be alive if Levi were not in here updating us on his sub count. He has 114 left. He has 125 days. I think I can. Yeah. Levi, you definitely can. You definitely can. You're doing great.
Too.
Levi's doing great. Shop 209 says he's, the work is really slaying him, and the car's almost ready for Rocky Mountain Race Week, 3 weeks away. in the No Name Nationals. Yeah, he's got a full slate, but there is a guy who can do it. So
That's cool.
yep, Turlow's telling Levi you'll be there quicker than you think. I agree. Keep grinding away, no doubt about it. Levi's going to make it. So Travis here is saying, I need more call out. I only have one. Well, Travis, you picked a good place to place an order because I think somebody's going to fill it for you. So for those of you who are not watching what Travis is doing over there, he's got a good engine swap in progress, and there's a good call out for you, but you better pack a lunch. Travis is not going to be easy to beat.
Yeah, I'm surprised. We called out Mopar Joe pretty early on, but I'm surprised no one's
we have
us
not
out
been
at all.
called out. Yeah.
At least no video I've seen.
Bubba Ayers is rolling out. Have a great holiday weekend. You too, man.
See ya.
Hey, thanks.
Bubba is part of Cletus's crew over there. Always good to see any of them. They're always such nice guys. And Brian sub to Levi. There you go. Speaking of subscribers, where are we with Jeray? 465, 35 to go. For any of you who have not yet subscribed to Jeray Racing, these guys need 35 to punch their ticket to the No Name Nationals. And they're going to get it. It'd just be fun to get it, with a group of friends. So we got them a whole lot closer. They're at 465. I keep updating my banner here. It's keeping me on my toes.
Yeah.
And see, and then it still shows. Anyway, 35. Levi's backyard isn't ready for a call out. He called me and then never made the official video. Oh, well, I'll tell you what, you two can get together and remedy that. That would be a pretty good race. That would be a pretty good race. 2 turbo guys. That's when I want to be on the fence to hear.
One thing we don't have going for us in a call out is head-to-head race because people know what we run. We post our times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem with that.
The only secret we'd have is if we changed gears. But it's like we're at 466 now. Most of the parts in rust commented.
So what did I just see? What just slid by me? Brian just says Jeray Racing. I think he means Jeray Racing, but I still don't know what that means. Patrick's saying 466.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, appreciate all the support.
Dizzy Izzy got to 165 in 9 weeks. Yep, he's been busy.
Wow.
That's
Jerry's at 467. 467. You need 33 more. We're getting close. Big Boots and Mopars, by the way, he's got a torque converter from Mike Ivan. Mike Ivan's our resident torque converter whisperer. And he is getting ready to get that installed, I guess, in the Jack Pine Savage is what he's putting that converter in.
That is a really cool car up close.
Yeah, we got
that.
To see it, yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And what a cool guy. We just went and hung out with him for about a half hour on a Sunday afternoon coming back from the cabin. And
real beautiful paint job on the thing.
Absolutely,
man.
yeah. Nice car.
Oh, look at this. Travis is saying he'll run you guys on motor.
We'll take that.
408 in his truck versus the 408 in their Duster. Heads up, Travis.
Oh, that'd be a good race.
That sounds like a good race to me. 468. Jerry is 32 subs away. Just 32 subs away. Yeah, Buzz, it sounds like a call out and a good one.
That'd be a good race.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yep. And Mike, of course, displaying his excellent customer service. If it does not fit, Mike will take care of it. I think that's very cool. By the way, when I get to that point on my Dart Sport, I'm going to commission a torque converter with Mike Ivan. Looks like we're at 469. Brian Beeler just subbed.
There we go.
Yep, Buzz is counting down. Buzz counts down better than Times Square. He's on it fast. Look at that.
69. Nice.
Buzz is on it. Buzz is always up. 470. I see 470.
470.
Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing on my screen. By the way,
Wow.
sometimes subscribers go up and down and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Once I see 500, I'll do a screenshot and you're in. If YouTube takes 100 away, I don't care.
Sounds fair to me.
Fair. Yeah,
We're getting into it now.
It seemed like
we got a lot of people watching.
Yeah, of course.
Any of you who are just now coming in, I try to hit this about every 20 minutes. If you are not already subscribed to Jeray Racing, these guys only need 30 subscribers to go to the No Name Nationals. And they're very close. They're going to get it one way or the other, but it sure would be fun to push them over the top here together. And if not tonight, we'll do it another time. But, hey, now's the time, right? So let your friends know.
Yep.
Let your friends know that there's a cool team in here that needs it.
It almost got to the point of it was kind of towards the end of last summer where I didn't think the channel was actually going to grow into anything because I had the channel and I had like 10 subscribers on it because I'd post like random videos of games or whatever from a few years ago, and then started posting the racing stuff, car stuff, and I got to like 39 subs, and we sat there for like
at 39
we sat there for like a month.
Yeah,
and then we did Mopar Max.
that was a fun event.
It was a Saturday Sunday event, and I think we got to like the third round or something on Saturday. I think I surprisingly red lit beat myself there, but Sunday I made it to the finals and lost there. But I forgot how. I think I reached out to Mopar Joe through Instagram. I messaged him, and he said whenever I post that Sunday's video, let him know, and then he shared it out. We went from 39 subs to like 80 within like the next week.
That's right.
And that helps about tremendously.
Yeah, he helped us a lot. I appreciate that, Joe.
473.
Wow.
27 to go. 27 to go. This is actually shaping up pretty good.
Yeah.
We're really in there now. This is what is this, 30 subs since this morning? Something close?
I think before we started the live it was 447.
Right, 443 yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
see, this is the guerrilla warfare that we need. NSB sent a text to some buddies to subscribe.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent.
Thanks,
Look at
Anthony.
that. Well, those guys are great members of the community.
We try to have fun in our videos and try to share some tech and trying to just show Ricky stuff.
I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, so you don't know, Ricky and I had a project car when he was in high school, but he ran track and he was very competitive, and he ran track in high school and college, and so he never had time to work on cars. He just knew how to drive them, chew them up, spit them out, and I'd fix them, but he never helped. Yeah, another fun fact, Ricky won the 2 mile 4 times in a row his senior year. So super competitive. And so I love just chasing him around, going to all the different events. And so that's why I'm having so much fun watching him race now. So yeah, he's a little behind the curve on his car knowledge, but he's picked up a lot. And now I love it because I can say, hey, do this. And he just does it now.
Yeah.
And so I'm just having fun that he can learn and get caught up, because we weren't doing this when he was in high school.
Yeah, not a lot.
Not hardly at all.
Now, do you guys have aspirations to at some point go quicker, whether it's in the Duster or something else, like to go into the 10s or 9s?
Yeah. So
we'd like to go 10s.
We're right now just on paper building trying to a 10-second car in different ways and how we're going to go about it. And so yeah, that's kind of on the back burner.
We say simple, but a simple first gen Dakota with a 500 stroker kind of deal. Then we talked newer Charger,
or Challenger or something.
Challenger. Started with that, and then but all these different platforms, you quickly find find the weak points and everything. So it's like, well, there's no easy path to go 10s without literally buying everything that you need.
So yeah, we're definitely because there was a class at I forget what they call it at Cedar Falls where they still run quarter mile, but they run because everything's there is eighth mile for the faster cars except for sportsmen, and they've got another class that you can run up to about 10.
I think 9.0 is what the track's rated for.
Right, so the track's rated for 9.0, so we can go faster there without going in the pro class, which we don't really want to do because that's
But then you'll need electronics and.
well, not in pro you don't. It's still foot brake class.
Oh,
But so yeah, we're trying to figure out what's the smart way to get there. Yeah, it'd still be cool and fun. And
but the thing with the Duster is, yeah, we could probably go there, but right now it's not caged. You can only go 1149 without a cage, and the class is 1160. So then we would need a cage, and then there's a whole nother set of challenges beyond of what we're already running.
So if you do decide to make the leap, and you say, okay, I'm going to concede that I have to do a cage, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do for power?
5.7 or 6.1 Hemi.
Yeah, we want to go to late model, regardless of what we do. Go to late model Hemi.
Okay, that's it. So we're at 476. There are 24 more subscribers to go. Wow. These guys have rallied over 30 subscribers.
Well, I thought we were texting earlier. I'm like, you know what? From this live, I think if we got like 15 or 20, maybe even 10, I mean that it would be what it is and cool enough.
Yeah,
but I wasn't expecting this much.
Yeah,
look how hardcore our community is. So Shop 209, John from Shop 209, he was on a roof. He's supporting you guys and your effort from a rooftop.
We appreciate that.
How freaking cool is that?
Yeah, we love checking in these lives every Friday. Last Friday we were working on the car and we were watching your live. And
I saw that in the video. I thought that was neat. You guys are literally working in the shop and you got the live on the phone. That was cool.
Yeah.
Mostly old parts, which means these guys are turning the favors. So when you guys in the chat, like people like Dizzy Izzy, who I recognize, he still needs subscribers. Zero G Mopars, you guys, when you guys are getting close and the Jerays are in the shop working, they see it on the phone, guess who's going to return the favor to help you guys? So I think it's pretty cool. It's a powerful community, the way these guys work together and support each other. It's just awesome. Andrew Nelson says Hemi swaps are great content. Agreed. And if you subscribe to Jeray Racing, you'll get to see it someday.
Oh yeah, I don't see why we can't ever.
Yeah,
it's definitely looking things up, how we're gonna do it, and everything.
Yeah. What I like about that swap is we get to keep our transmission and things like that. It's already working for us.
Yeah, the 727s bolt right up to a newer Hemi, so that really works in our favor.
Colleen mentions that she will not do a cage or 71 Charger street strip. Yeah, and that's cool. And for a street car, a cage can be dangerous. You can really get hurt on a cage in a street car. So that is a compromise and something you got to work out. I hear a rumor we're at 477.
Wow.
And if Buzz says it, it's true. You guys only need 23. You're that close.
Wow.
Oh, and you know what else? You're also now, if I'm not mistaken, you're in first place.
Nice.
Very cool.
So 113 cycles was at 475. I'm going to look and see, are you in first place right now? Yes, you are. He's at 476. You guys are one subscriber ahead of 113 cycles. You're now in first place in No Name 500.
Nice.
Wow.
So congratulations. You're both going to make it, but you're at 477.
Cool.
How cool is that?
Very cool. Really appreciate the support.
Yeah, it's like I said, I thought we'd get like maybe 10 to 20 tonight.
Yeah.
I was of course hoping optimistic. I'd love to see all 50, but I thought the realistic number usually about 30.
Yeah.
And then actually the replay value you'll probably be 500 tomorrow for sure. But who knows? I mean, this may be a record for number of subs in 80 minutes.
Wow.
It may be a record, actually. And 113 very graciously is glad to see you guys in the league. Well, you guys are both going to make it. So.
Hey, go sub,
In
Dan.
fact, I'm going to have 113 on a live, I believe, a week from today, right? So
we'll be watching.
Oh yeah,
he'll get right over the top. Yes, Brian Beeler, 113 cycles. Check him out.
478. Most little parts and rest says.
Nice.
Man, 22 away.
Holy cow.
And, you know, a lot of these are where people are watching this behind. I'm always surprised how many people watch it like they'll watch it from the beginning 20 and 30 minutes after it begins. And it just seems weird to me because we have people who are interacting like, but if that's how people want to watch it, it's totally cool.
Yeah.
But they do. And so they're catching up, and that's a lot of what we're seeing. I'm surprised how people watch YouTube. After, if you'd asked me some of the ways to watch and enjoy YouTube before I was a content creator, I wouldn't have believed it. Like these lives get a lot of replay value, more than I would ever have thought.
Huh.
As many people as enjoy interacting live, you have that many and more who will watch it on replay.
Right.
And that's why I always read the comments as they come in when I put them on the screen, because if people are listening to this, like on a long drive, they're listening to it like an audio podcast. If I read the comments, because they can't see it was on the screen. That's why I always do that.
So yeah, Ricky did our first premiere last week, and so we sat there and had so much fun just chatting the comments to everybody during that premiere. It was exciting reliving the event because we had a good time that day, that whole weekend.
That was a great day of racing for us.
And it's funny when you watch our we always do a wrap up at the end in the garage, and you look at us, you can tell how tired we are. We're just beat from a long weekend. And it's funny, I'm watching this, man, we look dead. But I had so much fun, chatting with everybody in the comments.
Yeah, Sean Fat Tire Guy Thomas says he subbed to a few guys tonight. Very cool. Brian Beeler had the 64 to 69 Barracuda search. Yeah, that's a fun channel. That's a fun channel watching. I call it his slide. It's like Beeler's slideshow of cool stuff that he's found. And yes, Colleen, not everyone works 9 to 5, me included. I have never had a 9 to 5 job. I've been commission based for 20 years. Mostly Old Parts and Rust is saying 480. Look at that. We skipped right over 480. We went straight to 481. Well, now we're just 19 away. And now he's saying 482. So apparently we've got enough new people in here. In case you're wondering what the link is, it's pinned at the top. The Jeray Racing channel is 18 subscribers away from punching their ticket to go to the inaugural AHRA No Name Nationals. They need 17 subscribers. So this is a good opportunity. Any of your buddies who watch YouTube and enjoy the content, say, hey, check these guys out. See if they earn your sub. And check them out. And I always say, see if they earn your sub. I never actually tell people, go subscribe to them. These guys have to earn the subs, just like everybody else. Because that way, nobody can ever put a cloud on their achievement. Every one of these No Name 500 channels has earned everything they have. All we're doing is trying to help drive attention to the efforts that they're doing. They're earning everything they have.
Yeah, we're trying to entertain you, not to waste your time. And there's, if you watch all the videos, there's some running jokes in there between us, and like catching Ricky working and stuff like that. And
yeah,
we have a lot of fun with each other on that.
You got the Mopar Al seal of approval, the awesome. Dizzy Izzy seal of approval. That's right, and mine too. I have subscribed to these guys. I think they make great content. I really enjoy watching them do their thing. I loved watching the Duster go from the 12s into the 11s down to an 1191, and the glove box door fly open every time. And so now I'm excited to see what's next.
Oh, well, we're just hoping it doesn't shake at the top end. We did some more steering work, so that
if it shakes, the glove box door might close.
Yeah.
Yes, Shop Cat. I agree. Now I cannot tell you how thrilled I am with the quality of channels in this No Name 500. These guys are outstanding. All of them.
I'm all about constructive criticism. So, if you see something that you, I guess,
we
would recommend for the channel or something you would do differently, They like to see, well,
Yeah.
I'm all out. Let me know.
Yeah,
And,
we got thick skin, so nothing bothers us.
no, if you said you hate the channel, I'll be like, okay.
Hey, a comment's a comment, right?
Hey, I got news for you. You can't have a channel without having somebody who will take the time to tell you how much they hate it.
Yeah.
Roadkill Customs is saying, watch for it. YouTube is updating analytics in the next 2 weeks to specify videos, shorts, lives, and more. You'll see better stats for all formats to determine which works best for your channel. Buzz is always on the inside track with these things. When he gives you a heads up.
Yeah, some really good advice the other week. Yeah, we watched that, and he had a lot of really good advice and trying to implement some of that.
So Patrick, our stat counter here, is telling me you guys are 16 subscribers away.
Wow.
16 subscribers away. And yeah, 484. That's what I've got. I'll show you what it looks like just so you can see it. Check that out. See, we haven't been making it up all night, guys.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. Wouldn't that have been the greatest April Fool's joke ever if we had a few hundred people in on it? but no, really, you guys have 484. How cool is that? I should update my banner at least one more time.
Yeah, there you go.
But now it's flying.
How did Jeray get their name? Well, Jeray is our last name.
That's my name, yeah.
Yeah. It's our last name, and
he didn't consult me when he made the channel, so
I just kind of I made the very first video of our very first test of tune. I posted on YouTube like, hey, go check out this video, because it was previously a gaming channel called Jeray Plays.
Yeah,
that I just changed the name on, and like 2 weeks after, we're trying to brainstorm a different name, and we kept trying to brainstorm, but I feel like at this point it's kind of stuck. There's no changing it at this point.
Yeah. Wasted Talent Fabrications is in the house. Glad to see you. Big Block 402. Big Block 402. Have you gotten 400 yet? You are at $3.99 today.
Yeah, watch his stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Because see, when I do about every other day, I update the totals, and I've got them broken into blocks of 100 subscriber increments. Mm-hmm. And so he's at the top of the 300 subscriber block, and the one more subscriber, he'll be in the 400 block. And then the 400 block, of course, when you get your 500, you go out of it altogether. So he's close. But see, I'm looking forward to getting a lot more of these guys on a live to celebrate getting 500 with them.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
What's Big Richard saying here? He's saying he's waiting on some content for you guys. Yeah, I'm waiting on some more Big Richard's World content. I really enjoy his stuff. Richard is a guy that makes everybody have a better day. When I watch one of Big Richard's videos, my day gets better. It's just fun. He's an uplifting guy.
Yeah, it was I don't run over any Bigfoot. I don't know if he's referring to a video where we met up with Bigfoots, Mopars, and Bad Tree at Tri-State.
That was a fun day.
First day of the year. That was a great day. Hanging out with all those guys, and yeah, I can't wait till he gets the Jack Pine Savage going. That'd be a sweet car to see in person.
Shop Cat is asking if Heaven's Mopar is in the house. Yes, he was here. Maybe still lurking, but yes, he was here. JB will be happy to get 300. JB, you're going to soar past 300. He is growing steadily, and he is going to get there. I enjoy JB's little shop. How many have broken 500 since it started? Well, give us a few more minutes, and that answer may be 19.
Yeah.
Bigfoots and Mopars sub from his new channel.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, Wasted Talent Fabrications, yes. So he had 1,000. Wasted Talent Fabrications did, so... cool channel.
Nice.
He's doing some neat stuff.
Monetize that.
Man, nice.
Well, just pay for some gas money would be nice, huh?
Yeah.
Big Block 402 is working on a video right now. It's all Mustang content for the time being. Well, that's cool. That's great. Nothing wrong with that.
Content is content.
Well, we like Mustangs.
For whatever reason, people love the Taurus show videos. Those do, for some reason, do really well.
I've got 3,500 views on some of those working on the water pump, and I don't get it because we weren't even good at making videos then. I mean, we were terrible then. We're not good now, but we were terrible at those videos.
The Taurus HO, it has a cult following, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to know, because I don't know. What is this big, incredibly complicated service everybody talks about on those cars? It's like the 70,000-mile service that scares people away. Can you elaborate on that?
On what?
On
The Taurus SHO.
I don't know, but what I got to say about those Ford 3.5s is the water pumps are internal, and if they go bad, they take your engine out.
It's a $2,000 job if you take it to a shop.
Yeah, that's why we did it ourselves. And the timing chains are a nightmare, and so I don't know what it has for 70,000-mile service, but
we typically because we own a bunch of Fords, all-wheel drive ones, turbo, all that, but we try to change like the transfer case fluid, the transmission fluid. We try to do all that so they stay running. But I don't know about the 70,000, but they, like anything, it takes money to keep running.
yeah.
Well, it looks like we are, what's the new tally as of right now? 15 away.
Wow.
15 away. Are you guys going to sweat that?
You guys are awesome.
This community's amazing.
Yeah.
15 subs away. We were 443 yesterday.
Yeah.
And 447 this afternoon and 485 right now. Well, if you guys got just a little bit of time, we can hang out a little bit. Who knows? We may crack 500 tonight.
Oh, I got all the time in the world.
Well, this is progress, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'll just say, because, again, we have different shifts that come in here at different times.
Right.
Those of you just joining us, we've got Rick and Ricky Jeray here, and got a good crowd in here. If you have not yet subscribed to Jeray Racing, there's a link pinned in YouTube. These guys have 485 subscribers. They need 15 subs to punch their ticket to the No Name Nationals. And wouldn't it be great to get them in now so they can spend the next 125 days getting that green duster to be everything it can be, and instead of worrying about subscribers.
Yeah, so you quit looking at it every 2 hours.
Probably still won't. We get a little obsessive, compulsive about looking at it sometimes. It's funny. It's a running joke between us.
Big Block 402 says this has to be the best YouTube community. I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely agree. And the No Name Nationals has just done a lot to corral it.
Yeah, it kind of gives us a purpose.
Together.
Yeah.
Purpose and a goal. That's all anybody wants. Purpose and a goal. And yeah.
Well, I mean, but I'm saying the community was extremely cool. That's the only reason you would want to have an event like this is when you have a full community to come to it. But it has helped centralize things.
Well, we probably
Customs is claiming 14 to go. Does he know something I don't know?
Wow.
Yes. Guys, we're at 486. How close? Look at that. 486. Wow. Smacky's Garage is saying it wasn't an SHO. I've never worked on one, but I just hear there's that dreaded service in which you're saying the water pump makes sense.
Yeah, they say the water pump goes out between 100,000 and 120,000 miles. And when I bought
they're not wrong.
Yeah. So before I bought it, I looked up stuff and, pros and cons of the car, because I was going to drive it as a winter beater kind of deal with all-wheel drive and everything. And I couldn't find anything wrong with them until I bought it. The water pump went out, and then all of a sudden everywhere, those water pumps go out about 120,000 miles.
He brought it over the second day he had it to show me, and it puked its guts in my driveway. It was that bad. We drove it in the shop and started tearing it apart.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's an interference engine, and that the water pump runs off the timing belt.
Timing chain, yes.
Yeah.
Or timing chain, okay.
And the water, it's the same engine as the F-150s, but the F-150 water pump is external because they have space, and because it's
Huh.
sideways mounted in the car,
There's no room.
it's internal just to
Huh.
gain space. And it's just
Internal. So where did they put it?
under the timing cover.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You have to tear everything apart.
So the GMC is sitting, that 70 GMC sitting next to it, and Ricky goes, "How hard is it to change the water pump in that?" And I popped the hood and I pointed at the 350 Chevy, said 4 bolts take me like 2 minutes. I got 1 belt and we're done.
Yeah.
And I haven't had
Big block Mopar. Big block Mopar's 4 bolts.
Yeah, exactly. That easy.
So we had it apart
3 times.
3 times. The first time probably took upwards of 20 plus man hours to finish the job. And then I think the last time we did it, we probably got it down to 10.
Yeah,
maybe.
we're pretty good at it now.
Well,
But
then,
I
I
think
don't know about now.
I think the problem is we don't have any oil pressure at idle, and I think the timing chain adjuster, the new one we bought, is defective, because I hear timing chain rattle now, and it's all new parts, and it was milling parts. It was good quality stuff, and I don't know why, but I think we have a defective part.
But to get back to that, it's
You got
a lot of time
'cause you gotta
just to replace that.
take the whole top of the motor off to take the side of the motor off, and
Wow.
it's a lot of work.
So
We dropped the
Smacky's
pan.
asking, what about Smacky says if the water pump fails, doesn't it dump all the coolant in the oil?
Not right away. So there's some weep holes. So if you catch it right away, it dumps it on the ground. If you wait, it dumps it in the
Yeah,
oil.
we caught it. I literally caught it right away.
Yeah.
Like it happened, and we parked it.
So chasing the oil pressure, we dropped the pan, and I checked the rod bearings. They looked fine, but I changed the rod bearings. We put a new oil pump in it. There was some junk in the pickup, but that still wasn't it.
Yeah, but it doesn't happen all the time.
I raised the idle on it, about 90 RPM, and now it does some weird things while it's cold, but after that it's fine.
Yeah,
And
just
run 1030 oil instead of 530, and then it doesn't come on. But
yeah, the whole car is just weird. But right now I'm just keeping it just for kind of like a beater to drive in the winter, being all-wheel drive, and taking long trips, keep the miles off for other cars, and because it runs good enough. I mean, it's still got power. It's got, from factory 365 horse. I mean, it's not slow by any means, but
You guys are at 13 subs away.
holy cow.
wow.
So at this point, if any of you guys have any friends who may not be subscribed to Jeray Racing, now's the time to shoot them a message and say, hey, check out this live. There's a link to it. They can meet these guys. They can ask them questions. And they're just so close. They're in first place. They're in first place in Customs No Name 500 right now. 13 subs away. If we don't get it right now, that's okay. But you know what? It sure would be fun. And we're so close now. I mean, I thought that really when I thought we were around 460, I said, well, that's good. We've done pretty good tonight, right?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But nah, we're at 487. So now we're so close. I'm thinking, now we're really close.
Yeah, I feel like we can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're 487.
Nathan's Mopar Garage said he had a 204,000 Chrysler 3.5 liter, never touched the water pump.
Now we had a really cool 2000 Intrepid RT with a 3.5, and I did a timing belt in that, but we didn't have any trouble with that motor. That thing went a long ways.
That was a cool car.
I know I'm asking to be jinxed, but the CRV's got 300 and close to 330 miles. It has never had a water pump or an alternator on it.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean,
Some cars are
yeah. Yeah, so Danny boy, yeah, he's thinking marathon now. Well, so I generally would never hold a guest hostage past the 2-hour mark unless they wanted to. I mean, I'm absolutely down for that. But, we're 13 subs away, and we still got a little bit of time. So, again, if you have any friends who have not yet subscribed to Jeray Racing, now's the time to send them over. They're at 487. These guys are knocking on the door. They could punch their ticket tonight. 488. 488.
Nice.
Wow.
Look at this. I'm going to update it again. 12 to go.
And anybody going to be a Tri-State Earlville racing tomorrow? Stop by, say hi. We'll be out there having a good time.
Yeah, neat.
That's the only thing keeping us from going all night is the gates open at 7 a.m. and it's about an hour drive or
About
so.
an hour 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll wrap up here in a few minutes, but I'll say this: if you guys want to see them, we got just a few more minutes here. If you guys want to see them hit 500 tonight, mobilize your friends. They need 12, and I have a feeling that tomorrow, one way or the other, they'll have it tomorrow, but from replay value and that kind of thing. But if you want to see it here live, gotta mobilize in the next few minutes here.
Cool.
Turlow's asking, is anybody going to the No Name Nationals from Washington? Yes. In fact, I think our longest hauler right now is Chris Albrecht from Talking Mopars.
Wow.
I want to say he's like 2,186 miles. And Wasted Talent Fabrication is right behind him. He's in Oregon, and he's almost that many. And those two guys are even farther than our Canadians. Mostly Old Parts and Rust is saying 489.
Oh,
There we go.
Wow.
11 to go. Well, see, I'll show everybody.
Nice.
We're not making it up. Wow. Really, 490. We're at 490.
490.
So, outstanding, guys.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
shoot a message to your friends and say, if you want to help some guys from the community, you can put them over the top. And that'll actually be a record. Actually, right now, I think we've got a record for this channel as far as like a marathon sub-drive.
Wow.
I don't think we've ever gotten quite this many at one. In fact, what does that put us? 40?
So we started at 447.
Yeah.
For the live, but
So 43.
I think we picked up a few from your announcement.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at 490. We're at 490.
490,
So,
there it is.
exciting. Exciting stuff. I see Mopar Man 1978's in the house. Mopar Man 1978. You subscribe to Jeray Racing? Tall John's Fun Shop has dropped by. Good to see you. Yeah, hello all. Let's get it, Jeray. Indeed. I remember when Tall John's Fun Shop was trying to get to 1,000.
I was
There
on
was
that
a
line.
subscriber drive on Muscle City Madness, and those guys. I don't know how long they stayed live, but they got it.
Yeah, I was in on that one. I think they left the live going all night. Like it was a 13-hour live stream.
Hey, they got it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now Tall John's around 1,500. So,
Wow.
So Patrick, our account
492.
here, is telling us 492.
Holy cow.
Yeah. I don't think we would get this far.
And then Rabbit Transit is telling how's the Roadrunner. I'm assuming, yeah, Tall John. Well, Tall John can answer. My Roadrunner is screaming for me to work on it.
Well, we appreciate all the time you take away from it to help with this no name. You got a lot of.
I love what I'm doing, trying to help you guys and help with this event. It's been wonderful. Wouldn't change a thing. LP94 somehow beat mostly Old Parts and Rust to the reporting of 493.
Wow, 2 seconds.
Wow.
We are 7 away.
7 away.
Holy cow.
I'm really surprised. I wondered if we would get it. And I thought, nah, we'll get close. We'll get the 475, 480. We're 7 away.
Yeah,
So
Joe,
this
saw that
is looking like it's going to happen.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, Joe.
Because one way or the other, I'm going to shut down in 16 minutes and 20 seconds. One way or the other. Like I want.
Right.
So we got this time right now. If you can marshal your friends, you can rally them, shoot them a message, and say, "Hey, check out Jeray Racing. It's time to do it." This will be a nice push for them. They're at 493. They just need 7 subscribers. Raker's lady subscribed. Well, you know what? Your lady will enjoy these guys. They are gentlemen. You know what? They have a family-friendly channel that people can enjoy. And I do appreciate that. I keep this channel that way.
Yeah, definitely.
Dizzy, what? You've lost 60 or so what? Not subscribers.
Oh.
So are you going live to finish tonight? Yeah, you going live on your channel to get the other 7? We're close. LP is saying 494. We're 6 away. 495. I stand corrected.
495. There we go.
We're 5 away. It's looking
95.
really.
Holy cow, look at this.
This is looking imminent now, guys. 495.
Really appreciate it.
This is pretty amazing. Patrick is now saying 496.
Wow.
So it looks like everybody did go out and send the message 496 for 4 subs away.
Yeah.
Levi's lost 60 brain cells this week. If it's only 60, you got to try that.
Yeah, where's Mills?
Levi, you're doing great. And Levi, I'm really looking forward to when we get you on here for that last push for 500. That's going to be a lot of fun.
497.
497. Wow, Patrick. 497. Bad Tree is saying to hit that 500. Yes, I agree. Unfinished Project is telling us 497. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Buzz says this is good stuff. This is what this community is all about. It's amazing. It is amazing.
Definitely going back to the comments and seeing who I've missed on this. I've subbed a lot, and I'll definitely go through and see who I've missed here.
So Mike Ivan says, what's the prize for 500? We will have a prize for the winner of the No Name 500. More to come on that as we go through the summer. But yes, there will be. And so now Bear Rose asks a great question. Who's going to be number 500? That's the question now. It's not, are we going to get it tonight? It's who's going to be number 500.
498.
So you guys got to tell us, who is it? Patrick's reporting 498. I see 498. You guys can see 498. So who's it going to be? In fact, I think what I'll do is I'm going to get my screen ready to screenshot it.
All right.
Yeah, because everybody's unsubbing. Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Like I said, hopefully.
Look at this. So we got a heavy hitter here. Daddy's Money's Garage, Austin over there. He just shared it. He's saying he's put out an APB for subs.
Nice, thank you.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we did see a little glitch, 497, but that's temporary. Yep. You're back at 498. Just don't worry about it. 498.
498, Ricky. Yeah.
Doing 498.
3 laps to go.
So now the question is, who is going to be number 500? Let us know in the comments who is the 500th sub.
499.
Yep. LP 501. There.
What?
500 and 501. Okay,
501.
So I'm going to refresh.
Awesome.
Wow.
There we go, guys.
502. You guys are awesome. I can't believe it.
You're over 500.
So awesome. Thank you.
There we go.
Appreciate it, John.
And we did it with 12 minutes to spare in our kind of self-imposed curfew. So thank you, guys. That was the most amazing rally of subs we've ever seen on this live.
Wow, you guys are amazing.
Sure.
503 now.
We got about 60 subs. About 60 subs from the time we put this live up last night.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's great.
So do any of you guys have any last questions, last licks you want to get in? I'll go ahead. I want to thank our moderators. I want to thank Just Mopar Joe, Andy from Unity Motorsports Garage, Blake from Bad Tree Productions, and Fubar the Axe. You guys keep this moving smooth. Look at that. Irish Outlaw's been hiding the whole time. How cool is that? We got to thank Buzz. This event could not be all that it is and all that it can be without him. He is the sponsor of the Roadkill Customs No Name 500 class and just an incredible asset to this event. So got to thank Buzz. Look at that. There's Ruben. Your ears must have been burning. Look at that.
Yeah, definitely check that live that Buzz was on a while back with some really good advice. And we really took it to heart. Absolutely watch that one again.
Levi's at 396. Well, Levi, we'll be seeing you soon.
He'll get
We'll
there.
be having fun. Unfinished Projects said he was fine. Well, he's already subscribed.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, guys, anything else that you guys want to plug? Anything you're doing? Anything like that?
No, not really. We're going, like I said, racing tomorrow, and then in a couple weeks.
Was it the weekend of the 12th?
Or not? I don't think it's next week, and the weekend after is Mopar Max.
Mopar Max at Cedar Falls Raceway in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we'll be going to that.
Both days.
Yeah, that was a great.
That's a good time.
So we're going.
Well, I'll go ahead and plug a couple of things here at the end. So we're going to be live with Dallas here next Friday. We got some updates on the event. Got a lot of really cool things, some big things happening that we're going to announce as they happen. Then on June 10th, I'm going to have Jason from Country Boy Gas Garage. He is the guy that went into the woods and pulled out a 48 Ford church bus. And he will, shortly after our live, be having a reunion with the bus at the church that owned the bus back in the day.
Oh, wow.
So the bus is having a homecoming, and the church is having a party for the bus.
I love it.
So that's going to be happening about a week after our live. So he can tell you all about that on our live on the 10th. And then I've got some other cool guests that are lined up. You guys aren't going to want to miss, but those are the closest to now. So with that, thank you guys. Thank you so much for what you guys did for Jeray. That's just amazing. These guys can now take a deep breath and just work on their car now.
Yeah. Thank you guys all so much. I can't even describe.
Unbelievable. You guys are awesome.
All right. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. As Joe says, I'll let Joe have the last comment. Congratulations, Jeray Racing. And we are out. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.